It's 3 a.m. in New York City. A luxury diamond vault sits silent. Security cameras on. Guards on duty. Alarm system active. And then the diamonds start moving. Not physically, digitally. $847 million worth of certified diamonds transferred, sold, liquidated in 11 minutes. No guns, no masks, no getaway car, just four people, four laptops, and one email. Let me introduce you to four people who would change cybercrime forever. First, Victor. Victor was the architect, quiet guy, hoodie, cold coffee at midnight, ex-military cybersecurity analyst who got tired of playing defense. He once said to his crew, "Every system has a door. I just find the ones people forgot to lock." Then there was Lana. Lana was the social engineer. Beautiful, brilliant, dangerous. She could convince anyone of anything over a single phone call. Banks, lawyers, insurance companies, she'd called them all, and they all believed every word. Next, Advosen, the money man, born in Eastern Europe, moved through 7 countries in 3 years. He built shell companies. They called themselves the Protocol, and they were about to pull off the most elegant theft the digital world had ever seen. It started, like all great heists, with months of preparation. Victor spent 90 days mapping the diamond firm's entire digital infrastructure. Not hacking, not yet, just watching. He discovered something fascinating. The firm's entire diamond certification database, every stone, every valuation, every ownership record, was connected to one central server. One server. And that server had one vulnerability, a legacy software update that IT had been meaning to fix for 8 months. 8 months. Meanwhile, Lana was working her magic. She called the firm's insurance company, pretending to be an auditor. Within 2 phone calls, she had the firm's full insurance policy details, their backup server locations, and the name of their head of IT security. His name was Brian. Brian was about to have a very bad week. Advasun, meanwhile, had set up 14 shell companies across Delaware, Dubai, and Singapore, each one ready to receive and immediately liquidate assets. And Mark Harry, he simply kept showing up to work, smiling, professional, while quietly noting every internal process, every password reset procedure, every security protocol. The trap was set. All they needed was one moment. It happened on a Thursday night. Victor sent one email to Brian, the IT security, urgent server breach detected. The email looked like it came from the firm's own cybersecurity vendor. Same logo, same formatting, even the same signature font. Brian, working late, opened the attachment immediately. The moment he did, Victor was inside. Within 4 minutes, he had accessed the diamond certification database. Within 6 minutes, Lana had called the firm's trading partners, impersonating a senior executive, authorizing emergency transfers. Within 8 minutes, Advosen's shell companies had received digital asset transfers worth hundreds of millions. Mark Harry? He simply walked to the server room and unplugged the backup system. 11 minutes after it began, it was over. $847 million. Gone. The firm's screens showed everything normal. Alarms, silent. Guards, unaware. The most valuable diamonds in New York hadn't moved an inch physically. But on paper, they belonged to 14 ghost companies that would dissolve by morning. By Friday morning, the firm's CEO noticed something strange. 3 major clients had called, asking about transfers they never authorized. He called IT. IT called Brian. Brian went pale. Within hours, the FBI's cyber division had been contacted. Lead investigator, Special Agent Torres. looked at the logs, and said something. Her team would never forget. This wasn't a hack. This was a performance. The trail was almost impossibly clean. Almost. Victor, meticulous as he was, had made one mistake. A single IP ping, traced through 7 VPNs, but traceable. It took investigators 6 weeks. 6 weeks of following shell companies, cross-referencing international banking records, working with Interpol across 4 countries. But slowly, the protocol began to unravel. Advoson was first, caught in Singapore, trying to liquidate the last shell company. Then Lana, identified through voice analysis of her recorded calls to the insurance company. Mark Harry walked into FBI headquarters and turned himself in. And Victor, found in a small apartment in Prague, 3 laptops, cold coffee, and every detail of the heist, meticulously documented, almost like he wanted someone to find it. When asked why he kept records, he reportedly said, "Because I wanted someone to understand how easy it was." The protocol was dismantled. Most assets recovered, all 4 prosecuted. But cybersecurity experts who studied the case said the same thing over and over. The scary part isn't that they did it. The scary part is how many others could do the same thing right now. Victor, Lana, Advoson, Mark Harry, 4 ordinary people, 4 laptops, and a system that trusted 1 email too many. Here's what this story teaches us. Fictional as it is, it mirrors real cases happening every single day. And drop in the comments, what would you have done differently if you were on the FBI team? Because next week, we go even deeper.